Sirius is the name of the band. You spell it SIRIUS. And this is from the new EP. It's called Phoenix. Now, like I mentioned, Rush Up Festival is coming. This is something that I've been kindly contacted by, not sponsored, kindly contacted by the people who are running this, because they said they want to get a lot of overseas people to come and see Japanese all-female rock bands. And so I said, cool, been talking to them, really nice. Some bands who I really like are on this, like Ankle, Buzzer 01. And I said, you know, I'm going to pick up all the bands who I don't know, and I'm going to do reactions to them. And that also includes bands like SIRIUS, who, well, actually I do know SIRIUS. I just haven't heard them for a while, and this is a good opportunity for me to catch up on them. Now, I went to find their music, and I found that it's on this channel, which is called Zillion channel. There we go, Zillion channel. And so this is like a company who has several bands obviously under them. So it's more like a record company kind of channel. And interesting enough, I noticed that there's bands like Full Moon, Empress, SIRIUS. These are all bands who are performing here. So I suspect I'm going to be coming back to this channel to do a few of them. Now, when it comes to SIRIUS, where's the song? I reacted to this, this song called Fly High that came out a while ago. I actually reacted to that at the time, and that was a song that I remember I was quite impressed by. A lot of people were talking about them. And then Full Moon, this is a band who we covered them on my Twitch channel recently. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons to think that, okay, this is a record company with some interesting bands. There's this new one by Full Moon called Until the End. It's coming out tomorrow, so I'm probably going to come check that out. But I wanted to find what's the latest song by SIRIUS, because I knew I'd heard them before. And well, I found this song, their song called Phoenix. And boy, oh boy, in the last 4 months, it's got 79,000 views. 79,000 views. So, okay, this is doing well. This is doing well. Why am I not? I just realized I'm not subscribed. Terrible person. 3,000 likes from 79,000 views, which makes me think a lot of people have been repeat watching this. I'm really excited to see what we get from this. As always, you know, I'm hoping it's really good, because looking forward to the idea of like Rush Up Festival. It's it's on the 24th of August. I know it's a little bit short notice for a lot of people, but they said they're going to do more festivals like this. So I always support the local music scene, and you know, SIRIUS is one of those bands. So let's accidentally closed the tab. Thank you, my browser. Let's see if I can reopen that, and then we will listen to the brand new song from SIRIUS that came out a few months ago. It's loaded. Let's go. All right, brand new SIRIUS, Phoenix, 79,000 views. I think we're going to enjoy this. Let's do it. Okay, we're going straight in with the speed here. I feel like their look has got a lot darker, isn't it? Loving that harpsichord sound in there. Loving how the chord patterns are speeding up there. Build up. Her voice is wonderful. You can feel the drama. I'm loving that harpsichord sound. There's something about these groups, they kind of live and die on this theatrical, dramatic feeling, and I'm really kind of getting that. Just swing the game. And any band that has tiny hats, every band has that tiny hats or something. What's up, dude? Cheers. I get deliveries. Neon. From Neon Reaper Reacts.
Yes.
Come over here real quick. Alright, you can listen to the second half of this song with me. I think you might like this a bit. Alright. You like your metal, don't you?
I do like my metal, yeah.
Get a load of this.
I'm interested.
You're gonna have that octave guitar. Oh, it's two lead guitarists. You can't be a dramatic, theatric metal band unless you've got octave guitar solos.
Ooh, I like that bit. That's nice.
That's a catchy chorus. It's getting stuck in my head, isn't it? Or like the little double guitar work. Oh yes.
Nice.
Do you remember Sirius?
I do remember Sirius, yeah.
Yeah, do you remember like that? This came out
I've
like
done
a year ago.
I've done a lot of reactions to them on my channel.
You have you? Well, you'll be glad to know that Sirius, I remember them from that video. They're going to be performing at Rush Up Festival. Rush Up Festival. I am the guy to come to if you want to promote your festival.
Did I hype that up enough?
No, more. Oh, sorry, wait.
Oh, sorry.
Nice, good job.
Thank you. Can I go?
Quick, I'll give a review of this, but quickly before I do. Yeah, okay. Is that what you expected from Sirius? What did you think about that?
It's been a while since I heard from them, actually.
Yeah, me too.
They took a break, didn't they? Or
I didn't know. I just kind of like, I remember that it was a lot of hype when they first came out. And then it kind of like, it was just like, it wasn't like the hype died down. It's just kind of like we didn't hear anything more.
Yeah.
Or at least I didn't feel like we heard anything more. And then like, I just saw them on the list. I was like, oh, I've got to check that out, see what they're up to now.
I can't remember. What was that? Oh, one second. I'm going to have to go on my phone now and do a...
Just like that, he's gone.
In a back. Because like I said, I get a lot of requests on my channel. So
all right, you're popular. I get it.
Yeah.
If I'm honest with you, like the first thing that came across, I've said this before. I don't know what the because the problem is when it comes to metal, there's a lot of people have conflicting ideas on what the subgenres are called. But I always talk about there is this kind of theatrical style of metal that I know bands like Hagane have recently started doing. Bands like Love Bites have been doing for a long time. Bands like Unlucky Morpheus do it in a very different way. But there's this kind of theatrical style of metal. It maybe borrows certain elements of Visual Kei, but it feels very much like it is. It's very popular. You know, it seems to really get a lot of things. Many of the Familiars are a band who I've recently been talking to and working with, who are again very theatrical, and I feel like this is kind of doing that, but it also delivers on a really catchy chorus. And it's a pretty tight song, you know. I mean, you look at how long it is. It's coming in at like 4 minutes, 2 seconds. That's really piling along. So this is, to me, this is an example of a song that is, it's kind of ticking a lot of boxes. You know, it's
that last reaction that I did actually did really well. We got almost 2,000 views for that reaction, and that was Fly High that we did.
Such a YouTuber.
I know. So yeah, I've been following Sirius for like a while.
Yeah. So Fly High is the one that I did as well, and that was it feels like it was a longer ago than a year, and that's really weird because it was only a year ago, or somewhere between a year and 2 years, because YouTube does its thing. But yeah, that feels like it was a long time ago because I just feel like we haven't heard so much from them. So I'm really kind of excited to see them back. Like I said, there's a lot of bands in this space at the moment. This seems to be a cool sound for a lot of bands. I think there's always been a love of theatrical metal in Japan, but how do you feel Sirius kind of fit in that space? It is a very crowded space, but they seem to be bringing something to it.
I think Sirius right now probably in the right time to kind of really push it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen a lot of bands around this stage. I would always say that, probably a little bit biased here, that Unlucky Morpheus are probably the kings of that space at the minute. But then we've seen a lot of bands kind of drop out and fade off and split up.
Unlucky Morpheus have been around for such a long time, and I think that's one of the things, isn't it? It's like not many bands in this space really last for a long time. So when you see exciting new bands, that's kind of cool because you're like, oh, this could be something to hang around.
Yeah, and I feel like the time is now for them, to be honest. Like I said, other bands have dropped off or like now cease to exist. I mean, there's definitely a space there that I feel like needs kind of like a little bit of a void that needs filling. Yeah, I could totally see them doing that. I mean, they're well trained, songs are great, fast paced. Ladies all look absolutely gorgeous, which always helps.
You've got to have the look down.
You've got to have the look down.
I love the fact that she's sweeping the cape.
Yeah, I love it. Dracula.
Oh my god, I did not know you could do the accent so well.
Exactly.
I cannot do the accent at all.
Calm down, Igor.
I get to be Igor, that sucks. Right, let's do the review.
But yeah, I like, again, yeah, it's been a bit of a weird one. They kind of came, I got really excited about them, and they I'm not, again, not faded off would be the right terminology.
Just kind of like, I mean, I think for people like us who are doing reactions and like, constantly dealing with like our communities, you're always hearing what the latest thing is, which means if a band like drops a really cool debut and then you don't hear much afterwards, it's easy to kind of forget about them. But for me, this is that I remember everyone was super hyped when Fly Higher came out. So many people were talking about it, and this new song, I feel like they've recaptured that sort of sense of I'm excited about this. But I do feel like a band like this, you want to hear them expect you was like, okay, you can do that core sound really well. I'm like, this was a catchy song, good single. I'm excited to hear what else they can do around that. I feel like they got the power to do some variation as well.
Yeah, get enough variation in there. Try not to do the same thing too much. And I think, again, I think there's a void that needs filling in that industry at the minute. And they can be the ones to do it.
Says I got a new EP coming out. Here we go.
Excellent.
6 track EP coming out. I'm assuming this is a 4-month-old video, so it's probably already come out actually. I like how they still got their gig information on there. Nice. So the gig, that's the EP. I think came out on the 5th of the 5th, so it's already out. So definitely worth checking out.
Hopefully we'll see some more music videos and stuff off them soon.
This got 79,000 views in a few months.
Again,
really
the space is craving something like this. Now's the time, like, capitalize on it, I think.
Now's the time to take it serious.
Yeah, now's the time to get the stake and ram it through the heart. I don't know why I'm going for so many Dracula things.
You just keep going with your story.
Yeah.
All right, you can go now, it's fine. Yeah, so, I'm inclined to basically agree with everything that guy said. No, it's interesting because this is a style of metal where I hear a lot of bands like this, and they're often very talented. They're very musically talented, and they often delivering really amazing performances. But it is an interesting space. It's one that I never really followed, like Visual K, which I feel is like a precursor to this particularly closely. And I feel like a lot of these bands have come up from that kind of, again, theatric, dramatic style of rock that is quite prevalent in Japan. There's a big scene for it. And I feel like this is like the latest version of that, is these fast metal, dramatic, a lot of times all female bands. I think this is a thing that's really on the rise. And I agree. I think this might be the time for it. Even though it's kind of got a classic old school feel to it, it does feel like it's a very current trend. So I'm kind of glad to see Sirius back. As I mentioned, for me, this is an example of, as crowded as this genre might be, this is an example of a song that managed to deliver a catchy chorus to go over it as well. It was a very fleet-footed arrangement. It never got boring. I like that the solo was concise as well. It was a really impressive solo, but it didn't sort of sit there lingering, just twiddling for the fun of it. It got you sort of like ramped up and threw you into that last chorus in a really cool way. For me, this was, yeah, just a song that felt like it knew what it was doing and was punchy. It was impressive without being overly convoluted, and it just ended up being like, okay, great. But as much as I love it, like I say, this is a very crowded space. A lot of bands who are doing this kind of sound. Now, that's great in that you can go along to a venue and see bands. If you're really into this sound, you can see a lot of bands doing this kind of sound. However, I'm really interested to see off the back of a single, which is obviously the place where you kind of make the statement of who you want to be. I'm really interested to see what other things are on this EP. I'm going to dive into it, and I'm hoping there's some variation where we can see them, you know, even if they're just sticking to that dramatic sound, see other ways in which they can express that. And what I really love is, again, this is what I love so much about Rush Up Festival. Rush Up Festival.
Rush Up Festival. That doesn't sound. Rush Up Festival.
Yeah, there you go. You'll get there. This is one of the things I really like about.
Rush Up Festival.
Thank you. Is the fact that you got bands like SIRIUS playing alongside Buzzer 01, and I'm looking at some of these other bands who I haven't heard yet. I'm really looking forward to checking out Twinkle Wink, because they just look so joyful. And you got them, Market Shop Store, who we heard the other day, who are much more jazzy vibe. This is what I really like, is that this festival is going to bring so many different types of bands together, which is quintessentially one of the best things about like a Japanese Thai band style gig where you see multiple bands on one night. This obviously a festival over 2 venues, is we're going to get so much different types of music and get to experience so much. And wow, this was certainly going into, this is a sound where if you want to get the full taste of Japanese music right now, this is one of those sounds I think you've got to sample a little bit of, because it's a big thing. So can't wait to check out more of these bands. SIRIUS, glad to see they're back. Glad to see them with a new EP. Glad to see them make an impression. Looking forward to seeing them at Rush Up Festival. I've broken him. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon in the comments. But until I do, for now, thank you so much for tuning in, and ciao, ciao.